The system can't control what it can't track. Consciousness, real awakened consciousness, is unpredictable, ungovernable, and contagious. So the system tries to box it in. Birth certificates, passports, digital IDs. They're not about keeping you safe. They're about tagging your energy, keeping your frequency monitored, and locking you into a synthetic identity. The nosiness? That's not curiosity. That's surveillance dressed up as order. They're afraid of what would happen if too many people remembered who they actually are. Because the moment you stop playing the role they assigned you, you become untraceable in the system. Control systems run on compliance, not power. Governments, corporations, religions, banks, all of them only function because billions of people consent without questioning. If too many people step out of that automatic compliance at once, the system collapses under its own weight. They're not afraid of you thinking for yourself in private. They're afraid of mass coordinated self-direction because that ends their control. Awakened people don't consume in the same way. The whole economy is built on keeping you in cycles. Work, spend, debt, entertainment, repeat. An awakened person buys less, heals instead of medicates, shares instead of hoards, sees through manipulative marketing. If even 20 to 30% of a population started doing that, it would hit the same corporations funding the control mechanisms. And awakened people are unpredictable in the game. The control grid relies on predictable behavior. Data equals power. You stop being predictable when you meditate instead of rage scroll, barter instead of swipe cards, leave the narrative, and teach others to do the same. The algorithms can't model free will very well, so you're a glitch in their system. And it really matters to them because if people stop identifying as powerless subjects and start identifying as sovereign creators, the old hierarchies die. Not just the governments, but the subtle energetic hierarchies feeding off passive attention. They don't actually care if one person wakes up. They care if millions wake up at the same time and stop feeding the machine. That's why the surveillance, the ID pushes, the endless distractions. Not because they're omnipotent, but because they're fragile without your energy. Once you see that, the fear turns to clarity. They only have as much as you hand them.